気になったよ。社会は、世界には、それでも大きく変わろうとしてるよ。叶ったら、ルルもこの世界を見られるといいな。
エリア11と
Drop of that oil is worth more than any of you 11s.
Roze of Recapture begins with a flashback to two mysterious girls who flee from the Camdens, a new nightmare frame to the series. It appears that the pilot specifically went after them. One shot from the nightmare frame sends both of the girls flying, and despite their best attempt to stay together, they ultimately become separated. We then get the traditional Kogia style opening narration. After Lelouch destroyed the Britannian Empire, it broke up into several nations. Schneizel controlled most of the nations called the Britannian Republic. The other nations broke the peace by invading the Hokkaido bloc of Japan. They seem to have a Damocles with them.
They have a Damocles!
They conquered the Hokkaido bloc to establish the Neo-Britannian Empire. Japan is now once again under control of Britannia, just like old times. The story then takes place 4 years later, showing us our main protagonist, Roze and Ash. Roze is studying the Satum barrier, while Ash works on his nightmare frame, the Z Apollo. One of the things we learn early on is that Roze loves cats. We then go to a horrific scene where Gran and Greed kill innocent Japanese civilians that they claim are terrorists. This is reminiscent of the massacres from the original anime. Gran explains exactly why things are like this. The governor of the Hokkaido bloc, Jugo Sumeragi, is dead, and they have his daughter Sakuya as their prisoner. They are using the Satump wall to keep the Black Knights from retaking the area. Ironic, since it was originally created to protect the area against Britannia. The massacre continues throughout the night, and Roze learns about it in the morning. They stop at a gas station and witness that good old-fashioned Britannian racism that we all know and love. Roze then talks to the person in charge privately to change his mind. Once they come back, that guy is surprisingly kind to the Japanese girl. This is because Roze used his Gias on him. We then pan over to the 7 stars, who contemplate hiring Roze and Ash for a mission. It's not clear when this organization formed or its exact location. Apparently, they decided to trust them because of their previous operations that involved killing Britannian officials and saving Japanese lives in the process. We also learned that Roze and Ash have been doing this since last year. Roze and Ash stop for a moment to rescue some kittens, which Roze then proceeds to sniff. Interesting behavior. It turns out part of their trailer is actually a home for stray animals that they collect. The hope is to help them find a proper home, so they run an animal shelter on the side. They then travel to an abandoned theater to meet up with Haruka, who's going by the alias Black Cat. She gives the task to hunt down Gran and Greed, who are killing Japanese civilians. They even killed her family. So after hearing her out, Ash and Roze take the job to kill the brothers. At their base, Ron learns that they finished off the terrorists in their area while communicating with his brother Greed. Greed references Norlon, which is the leader of the Einberg, and it's the first time they mention him in the series. Everything seemed to be going well until something unexpected happened. Ash and Roze make a cool appearance. They gift wrap the Z Apollo, then revealed it to the Britannian forces. Roze then taunts their forces, guaranteeing their defeat. He explained that they were hired to stop them from killing more Japanese people. Ash then moves in to take out the enemy nightmare frames, seemingly with ease. Roze signals to Haruka that things are going well, and Ash creates a hole in the castle to allow Roze to get inside. Gran joins the battle in his nightmare frame, while Roze heads deeper into the castle. Roze surprises Greed in his room by pointing his own gun at him. We see all of Greed's soldiers unconscious on the floor outside, because again, Roze used Gias on them. Then he challenges him to a chess game using the nightmare frames on the battlefield as pieces. Roze then leads Greed's forces into a trap by gathering them all into one location. As he declares checkmate, Ash activates the Magista Zeta, which allows him to travel at lightning speeds, increasing his attack power. Ash wipes out all of Gran's forces with ease and then brutally kills Gran himself. With his brother's forces gone, Roze then declares victory over Greed. Greed attempts to save his life by threatening Roze, claiming that killing him will make them enemies of Norlan. This doesn't dissuade Roze, then he deactivates his collar to reveal her true identity as Sakuya Sumeragi. This of course surprises Greed, since she's supposed to be in the prison. We learn that Greed and Gran's family, Kirkween, were supposed to take care of Sakuya's family. She knew that the brothers, even back then, hated the Japanese people and killed many during Britannia's occupation of Japan. The brothers later on colluded with Neo-Britannian forces to help them invade the Hokkaido bloc, and it turns out in the prologue, those girls were Sakuya and Sakura. Greed and Gran were the ones piloting those nightmare frames that attacked them. They are the reason for why they were separated. Greed gets annoyed, demanding that Sakuya finish him off. Instead, Sakuya uses her Gyas to give him a choice to either save 100 times the Japanese people that he has killed or commit suicide. Greed chooses to kill himself, which gives us some more insights into how Sakuya's Gyas works. It also seems to be based on sound, not eye contact, like Rei's Gyas from Lost Colors. After this, Sakuya becomes Roze again, then reunites with Ash and Haruka. Roze reveals her knowledge that the real mission is to save the Seven Stars leader, and this was just a test run. We see more of the animal shelter, then Roze joins up with the Seven Stars to rescue the Seven Stars comrades in that jail. Sakuya then thinks about the main reason for doing this, to save her childhood friend Sakura, and then the episode ends. Hope you enjoyed the recap of this episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the very first episode of Roze of Recapture.